Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Saturday, December 28th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out to give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. If you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, so again, we are on the second week of the Festive Scorched event. And last week, Bethesda had deactivated the Festive Scorched. However, we can still find the odd Festive Scorched kind of lingering around the wasteland. Someone had mentioned the other day they're up looking for some enemies, and they're up by the Seneca Rocks. And they had come across a Festive Scorched, and that Festive Scorched actually had a small gift on them, so that was a nice surprise. So for, again, we'll still find the Festive Scorched around here or there. Take a look at the top right-hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost going on right now. And of course, I claimed that 25% right off the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, a 10%, and another 10%. So just in case you're wondering why I have a little bit more score than you. And I have been asked the question, a couple questions lately, is my festive Christmas camp here, as most of us have been watching there since December 1st, and some of you may have noticed a scream in the background, and maybe someone who never realized or someone who's new to the game, but my camp here is very close to Alpine River Cabins, and the scream actually comes from this area. Now my camp is close enough to the scream, but unfortunately I was kind of hoping I was able to get the tremors, because if you come to Alpine River Cabins, you'll hear the scream, and there'll be the odd tremor or two. So just an FYI, if you guys are wondering. And it makes good for a good Halloween camp, but I kind of like this location for a lot of my camps because the land is fairly flat. And yeah, I could really do without the screaming. See, there you go in the background. I thought it was pretty funny when I read the comment yesterday and totally loved it. All right, let's take a look here. Build a floor wall decoration in a workshop or camp in free camp 5. So again, you can go ahead and claim any workshop. Any workshop in the map will do. The one that's closest to you or your favorite one. Once when you go ahead and you claim it, you can go ahead and build a floor or wall decoration. And I guess the third thing is you got to do it in free camp. Okay, so I have many videos showing you how to build in free camp, but we'll kind of go through it here. Now we're just going to build it right in our camp. Now a lot of people like to add or modify their camps every time these pop up, and there's definitely nothing wrong with that. But you can also build things in your camp and then destroy them or scrap them. You know, just do it for the daily, weekly challenge. So let's go ahead here. We're going to go to our build menu here. All right. You see the bottom of the screen. You're going to see the toggle camera for whatever button that is for you. You select that. Then you saw that pop up in the top left-hand corner, the little guy with the wings and the camera. That means you're in free cam mode, okay? So you can kind of move your character. You're kind of floating, but your character is still kind of on the ground. I don't know if you can see him there or not. All right, so let's go to our floor decor. And again, it's up to you, whatever you want to build. I don't plan on keeping any of this stuff, so I usually like to kind of choose something that doesn't cost me a lot of resources. Usually mats and rugs is what I usually recommend to people, because most mats and rugs is only cloth and maybe cloth and rubber. And usually cloth and rubber is something that most people have a lot of on them. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to craft a couple of these little mats here. Right, there we go. Build a floor wall decoration in a workshop or camp in free cam mode. Just going to go ahead and scrap this stuff. And again, you can keep what you build, whatever you want to do. And you just kind of pop back down after you're done in free cam mode, just like that. All right, what's next here? Like Purified water 5, so good stuff. So again, we always talk about the water collectors we have here at the game. So if you guys are lucky enough, and when you open up your festive gifts, some of you have told me that you guys were lucky and were able to get this vintage water cooler. This vintage water cooler is really cool. It's nice and small and compact. It looks very pleasant. Yeah, I've seen people kind of stack them on top of each other. and they only collect 2 purified water, you know, while you play the game, and then you got to keep collecting from them, or they're just going to sit there at 2 purified water. But they're really handy to have, and they're definitely worth it. If you're unfortunate enough and not able to get one of these, I highly recommend getting one for sure if you see one for sale in someone's vendor. Now, we do have the Enclave Water Collector, and of course we get this right off the Season 19 Season Pass. And again, I did do a video on this. I think it was last week. Now, he is a little bit taller. You can't stack on top of each other like you can with these guys here. But again, it just saves you a lot of time. And I know myself, I have one camper. I got like 20 vintage water coolers going on just because how they're nice and small and compact. And yeah, either or works, right? But I realize not everyone is going to have these type of water collectors. But if we go to our build menu here, we go to the water section. This way here, I believe. All right, so for the longest time, I had these guys here, right? And again, this guy here, the small one will be 2. The medium guy is 3, and then the bigger one is 5, all right? Purified water passively while you play the game. Now, they do cost a lot of resources to build. They do require a lot of power to run, okay? But if this is all you have, it's all you have, okay? And to be honest, this is what I had for the longest time until I was able to get my hands on that vintage water cooler, which was a couple years ago. And again, you know, it's good to have this stuff in your camp because to find purified water in the game is totally random. You know what I mean? So just an FYI. So you can just go ahead and collect your water here, and just like that, done. Easy peasy. Now, I know myself, and a lot of people do the same. They usually right around their vendors, they usually have a couple of these water coolers around, and we don't lock them up. Just for people kind of passing by kind of thing. And there's a couple I'll kind of keep locked up just for the video, just so I see it, you know, have it available when I do the videos. But you'll come across a lot of people that kind of do that. They don't bother locking them there. All right, so just an FYI. All right, what's next? What is next here, Jimmy? Sell Tesla rifle to an NPC vendor 1. So as far as I know, there is no natural spawn for a Tesla rifle in-game. We can get it as a drop off of certain enemies in the higher level areas like the Cranberry Bog or the Mire, but again, it's totally random, okay? Some people, you can even try the NPC vendors. I know a lot of people usually have fairly good luck at the White Spring Station here. A lot of people kind of hang around this area and usually sell it to the NPC vendor here, all right? So you can always try those vendors and see, and it's fairly, I think it's fairly cheap doing it that way. Or if you're really struggling for time, a lot of people end up re-rolling, of course, but you can always ask a higher level, and most people are pretty decent. You know what I mean? If you just kind of ask and, hey man, can you know, build me a Tesla rifle for the daily challenge? You know, I'm sure most people will help you out. But again, if you go under craft and it's under an energy weapon. Oh, this guy right here, right? So just an FYI. And of course, this is a little bit higher level. Level 40 is the lowest that you can craft this bad boy at. Now, we can find the plan, and the plan is right down here in Watoga. Right here at the Watoga Shopping Plaza. So let's pop down here real quick just so I can show you how much it is. If you choose to go that way, of course. But I would check the other players' vendors, and again, that White Spring Station. I would try that out before I do this. Let's see what this person's got here. Go down to notes. Of course, the plan that I already know, so let's check it out here. All the way to the bottom here. That's a rifle right there. So 2,700 caps. You can use hard bargain perk card under charisma. You can use great mentats because they stack, and they can get a little bit of a cheaper price. Just an FYI there. All right. All right, let's head over to the White Spring Mall. I'm actually going to go to the north entrance because when you travel inside, you actually go right down to the mall. You can travel to the other entrance. It's just an additional loading screen to get to the mall area. Right, let's go ahead. We're going to craft our Tesla rifle. All right, energy guns, Jimmy. Oh, science rank 1. Right on, Jim. I was going to say, I know I have this card. I have to have this card. Let's go. Let's do it again. There we go. All right. So once when you get your Tesla rifle, what do we got to do with it? Sell it to an NPC vendor. So basically, any robot vendor at any train station will do. Any robot vendor actually right where we're at here, the White Spring Mall, against the north entrance. We'll bring it right down to the mall. The other entrance is just an additional loading screen to get you to the mall section. We have an NPC vendor here in Flatwoods at the White Church. Of course, Duchess up at the Wayward, another NPC vendor. Traveling merchants that kind of visit your camp. Other players' camp again. Merchants, NPC vendors. All right, let's go ahead here. Let's go ahead and trade. Let's sell this Tesla rifle to him. There we go. Sell Tesla rifle to an NPC vendor. 1 for 1 done. And if you happen to have a legendary Tesla rifle, maybe you just kind of picked it up some way kind of thing. And these legendary exchange are also considered NPC vendors. So you can always script it at these machines. And that's also will satisfy the daily challenge. All right, just an FYI there. Let's put that perk card back before I forget. There we go. All right, let's see what's next here. While we're down here, let's go ahead, complete an event 1. So take a look at the description. There's a link to a video called Complete Event for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. The vast majority of events in that video I spawn in by myself. You can spawn in certain events, not all events, but certain events on both type of servers, public and private ones, and I show you how to do that in that video. If you're ever trying to spawn an event on a public server, depending on how old the server is and when that event was up last, there's usually a 30-minute cooldown, so just kind of keep that in mind. If you're on a public server, you're trying to spawn in these events after I show you, and they're not spawning in, that's what's happening there, okay? So just an FYI. All right, so let's take a look at the map here. We're actually going to go right down here. We're going to try to spawn in BattleBot right here at Mount Blair Train Yard. So let's pop down here. All right, there we go. Jeez, what's going on there? All right, let's get the old fusion core. All right, get rid of the security bot. We're going to get this guy right here, get the old thruster. All right, now with this one here, you just got to pick up the old bunker card there, right? Let's head up this way here, and we're going to see, we're going to pick up the stuff off of this guy. We're going to get the other guy up here. We're going to get the bunker card off that guy. Now, once when you get those bunker cards, I know it's in a little bit higher level area, but again, it's really, really easy to do this guy here. These doors are glitched. They will stay open once when you do it the very first time. And you still have to go through the paces of the event, like it won't let you kind of skip ahead there, okay? So basically, once when you have those cards, there's these card readers on each side. Now, I recommend walking, don't run. It might take you a couple times to get it down, but basically there's only maybe about 3 or 4 seconds for when you got to start it over again. So you just go activate, you just walk to the side, don't run, as I mentioned. Then you get here and you just spam it. All right, just like that. And then what's supposed to happen is the doors are supposed to swing open then. Now we can activate the master shutdown. Done. Just like that. Complete an event 1 for 1. Done. Saw how nice and easy it is. And again, that sentry bot, just get him in the old fusion core. Yeah. Alright, what's next here? Nice and easy. Collect a fuel tank or gas canister too, so you will come across lots of videos I made back in early 2023. The name of the videos are actually called Scrap Junk to Produce Oil. I think there's about 5 or 6 of them, and you can check them out. But in every one of those videos, I'm going after gas canisters and fuel tanks, okay? Just in case you're having a hard time finding oil, or even having a hard time trying to complete this particular challenge. But, of course, we do it all the time. Really good spots up here. Blue Ridge Bunkhouse is probably one of the best spots. Nice and neutral area. Another nice neutral area up here, WV Lumber & Co. It's pretty good for that stuff. Right over here where the triplets are, the 3 Snallygaster Toxic Larrys meet and go. Another great spot. And of course, right where we're at right here, at Mount Blair Train Yard. Really good spot. There's a gas canister right there. If we get up on this roof here, as you can see, all kinds of goodies there. There's a fuel tank. Nice. A couple more gas canisters here. So actually pretty good. So you can actually, you know, if you come here, you don't even have to complete that event. Just sneak your way over there and just, you know, pick up your gas canisters there. So just an FYI. Pretty decent spot. All right, what's next here? Cripple Human's Head too. So again, we're thinking about humans. We're thinking about Blood Eagles. We're thinking about cultists and even communists. Some real squishy guys. Of course, up here we have this type of icon here, which signifies the Blood Eagles. This type of icon here shows up the cultists. One of the only exceptions to that, of course, is Point Pleasant, but of course we all know there's about 30 cultists here. We do have Oregon Cave. Now these are the 3 different entrances, but they all bring you to the same cave, FYI. Now we have Hunter's Ridge, Twin Pine Cabins. You have Kanawha County Cemetery. You have good old Blood Eagle Alley there, which actually starts right down here at the Sludge Works, Roland's Labor Camp, Widow's Perch, Kill Box, etc. It just makes your way right up to the little mountain here. Right? And go up this little part of the highway. That one up here. A little bit harder area, a little bit more of a challenge if you're looking for that Bloody Franks. Crimson Prospect. Pretty good spots there, alright? Again, it's up to you what you want to do. Let's just pop down here to the Sludge Works. We're just around the corner from where we are. Let's get something to drink here real quick. Thought I did that before I started. What am I looking for here? Purified water. Alright, so it's just not good enough going after type of human. We're going to try to cripple the human's head too, okay? So you can go ahead and free game, and there's definitely nothing wrong with that. You can also use VATS. I prefer to use VATS myself, as most of you know. And under Perception is a perk card that'll help you. It's called Concentrated Fire. Allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Alright? Now, depending on the weapon, of course, those of you who watch my videos, not all weapons are created equal. When you're trying to cripple, most ballistic weapons work pretty good. Plasma caster, plasma rifle, bow and arrow, crossbow, shotgun, but you must have the Enforcer perk card under agility. The drill works good, as long as you're a tanky build or your power armor on, because you got to get up close and personal. There's a couple of examples. We're going to try to sneak up here and get this person. Right, there we go. Just kind of hoping they'd come out to us. We can reach them. Yeah, we did. Perfect. Cripple Human's Head 2 for 2. Done. Just like that. Perfect. Oh, here's old Rover. Rover the attack dog. There's the old Slayer. Have a nice life there, buddy. Ran right into the fire. Still in danger, though. Let's pick up some stuff here, shall we?
I promise I won't hurt you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make the same promise, though. Jeez, how high did he go? Some junk up here. Wow, look at the junk that guy has on him. Crazy. Okay. Well, we're in danger, but I don't see any red marks on the compass. Let's see what's next here. Oh, we're in caution. Kill a feral ghoul 10. So again, many great spots we can find feral ghouls in around the wasteland. In terms of up here, of course, Vault 76, nice free fast travel. Of course, the upper lower parking lot just to the west will have ghouls there. The lower section of Clarksburg, and make your way over to the Clarksburg Shooting Club, you'll come across some ghouls. Now, at the shooting club, there's probably about 50% chance you'll find quite a few of them. And then the other 50% chance is maybe just a couple rad roaches there, so just kind of keep an eye on that. I find Morgantown's a pretty good spot. Just kind of wander the streets, and then you'll come across ghouls, little patches of ghouls, like 4 to 6. Pretty good spot there. Right down here, the DMV building, Charleston Capitol. You can try that out. Right here in good old Lewisburg, it's a pretty good spot. Anywhere in around the White Springs area, golf club area, the greens and all that stuff, you'll come across little patches of them. That gives you guys all kinds of great ideas there to go after some ghouls. Even here at the New River Gorge Resort, it's pretty decent as well. We haven't been up to Clarksburg for a little bit, so let's pop up here today. Now, last time going after ghouls, we went to the upper lower parking lot of Vault 76. Those guys are extremely squishy. It's funny, usually there's a guy right in this building here. Uh-oh. And behind me, isn't there? No. Some guy over there somewheres. Yeah, he disappeared, didn't he? Nope. Still around. Oh, maybe he's up there. He's right there. Hi, buddy. Hi, dude. I know, I didn't want to forget about you. I know. Alright, let's try this church out here. Usually there's a couple in the church. He kind of got folded there, didn't he? Usually some caps here. Some pre-war money if you're looking for that. Lock and load. In the upper section, we'll have a bunch of robots, so we're not going to bother going up there. We are going to try out the shooting club here, though. Oh, there's an officer there. Take care of him. Sure, he's going to count. So again, back in the day, this was a 100% guaranteed spot, but you may come across a video of me showing you that, but again, it's only 50% chance now. I don't know why they lowered it, but sometimes there's a bunch of glowing rad roaches here. You can always try it and see what you get for luck. Right, so we only got 8 out of 10 here, so that's a little unfortunate. Let's pop back down to Vault 76, and we'll take care of the rest of them here. Now, again, as I mentioned, just to the west, we have the upper lower parking lot there, but there will be 2 or 3 of them right down here by this donation box. They go right down here. And there should be 2 of them right down here. We can see them kind of popping around there. Boy, he's a little trooper, isn't he? Just kept coming. Good for him. Nice. All right, done. Just like that. I think we're done. Yeah, we are. Look at that. Sure, perfect. Let's head back to the old Christmas camp, and we'll go over the stuff we're going to go over. All right. So as mentioned, last week, Bethesda had deactivated the Festive Scorched in-game. And again, we will come across the odd Festive Scorched around, and maybe the odd one will have a gift on them, but not very often, okay? So right up to January the 3rd, 2025, we're going to have this Santatron here in the Atomic Shop available to us. Once it loads in, of course. I'm going to go down here, special free special offers is right here. So he'll collect junk, but he'll also collect the odd present or 2 festive gifts, so FYI. So you can go ahead and you build him. You just open up your build menu and you'll find him in the resource section right here. And this is it right here. Now, if this is the only collectron you have, you know, of course, you can just kind of plant it down. If you're a person like myself, you have multiple collectrons, all right? You don't have to scrap the one that you have out. You can just go with the little terminal here and you can select what type of item it collects, okay? So I can go back to Nuka-Cola, which is what it normally collects, right? But I have it set for gifts right now, all right? Let's see what he has collected since yesterday. Okay, nice. Holiday gift, large holiday gift, small, and some random stuff here. So that's pretty cool. Now, don't be afraid, because there may be a time where you're going to collect from your Santatron or Collectron. There's going to be no gifts there, all right? So, you know, that may happen. Again, it's totally random. Again, you can have a little bit more, maybe only 1 in there. So just kind of keep that in mind. The festive gifts we get from the Collectron are, of course, the same gifts we would have got from the Festive Scorched. It's just an FYI there. A lot of people, if you have multiple camps, you can always set all your Collectrons to collect gifts. Okay, you can always do it that way. You can always claim a couple workshops and, you know, put these guys in the workshop. Just don't forget to lock them. I'm sure people will, you know, steal from them there. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go back to the Atomic Shop here. We're going to claim our wrapping paper. Down here, free special offers, and we got 10 high-quality gift wraps. So that's pretty awesome. So you can collect it here, or you can collect it down here in the utility section. Doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. Once when you claim it, it's going to come up as claimed. You check that in the featured section here. It comes up as claimed. All right, whoops. Comes up as claimed there, okay? All right, let's go ahead inside here. We're going to craft our festive gifts. Let's close these doors here. It's kind of breezy in here, and you know, it's good to kind of air it out once in a while, but it is winter after all. It's just joke. Let's go to our Tinker's Workbench here. We're going to go craft. We're going to get here to the gift section. So once when January the 3rd, 2025 is done. So the 4th, this gift section won't even be here anymore. So just kind of keep that in mind. Large handmade holiday gifts, 2 adhesive, 1 high quality gift wrap per gift. All right, so let's go ahead and we will craft all of them here. There we go, done. All right, let's go ahead and back out here. Let's check our Pip-Boy. These will be under age, so the gifts that we craft at the Tinker's Workbench using the wrap paper, it'll come up as handmade, okay? As compared to the gifts we get from the Santatron or a Festive Scorched, it'll just come up with a holiday gift. All right, it's just an FYI there. So before you start opening holiday gifts, I always like to kind of talk about this. Holiday gifts, when you open them, gives us ammo, okay? Now, instead of not having something equipped or having the wrong weapon equipped, all right, and just getting random ammo, okay? I highly suggest if you're looking for specific ammo like 5.56, 45, cell, what have you, okay, and you're kind of low on it and you want to get some nice, easy ammo and take a, maximize your holiday gift unwrapping, okay, I highly suggest you take the weapon for that uses that ammo and have it equipped, okay? So right now, we're going to go after some cell, and that's what this weapon here takes. So make sure you have it equipped. So let's equip something else. So make sure, again, see how you equip it just like that. Make sure the little button there is right there on the left-hand side. So that way there, when you draw your weapon out, that's the one in your little guy's hand. Now, when you open the gift, you don't have to have it drawn. You just have to have it equipped. So just an FYI. Let's go ahead. We're going to drop all the ammo here, just so I can show you. And we'll check the ammo section just so you can see. Okay, there you guys go. There's a couple fusion cores on us. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to open some gifts here. We're going to start off with the gifts that we got from the Collectron. Let's go ahead. And again, I like to kind of open them up. Wait maybe about 4 or 5 seconds and open up. Keep opening. Now, a lot of people had mentioned that, as we all know, you don't have to play the game all that long, but everyone knows, even if you play the game for the very short period of time, it can be kind of glitchy, it can be kind of laggy at times, So I highly recommend you open up gifts if you're on a private server, like when you're on a server by yourself, or if you're on a server that's really busy, a lot of stuff going on, you can always kind of server hop to a better server, but I guess the general consensus is open them up nice and slow. Just because you might experience the lag and stuff like that. It's just an FYI. Now, don't worry, I am maxed out on caps. I know it's something that I constantly struggle with, and I'm sure I'm not in the many people in the same boat as me. Been playing the game for a long time. It's just like we need a higher ceiling for caps. Even if they made it like a Fallout First, bonus or initiative, have to, crack open that purse a little bit more than 40,000. That'd be great. At some point, it'd be awesome. All right, I think that's it. Nice. Let's go down under the ammo section. As you can see, 381 fusion cells. So pretty cool, eh? Pretty awesome. I think we're generally getting anywhere from 29 to 31 fusion cells per gift, and that's small, medium, or high quality, doesn't matter. It's right around that mark. All right, let's go down here to the news section and see what we got for plans. Oh, plan I don't even know yet. Plastiform Blue Star, nice. 2 of them, of course. What else we got here? Mountain Miler King Head, yeah. Honeycomb Paper Holiday something or other. Pristine Teddy Bear, Hot Dog. What else we got here? I think that's it. Yep, that's it. This was just junk we picked up. Alright, cool. Weapon of the day. Of course, it's this circuit breaker here, plus 15% reload speed. Successful final round shot will create an energy blast that deals damage. It stuns enemies within 50 feet. Stun enemies will be immune to being stunned again for 10 seconds. Plus 50% armor penetration. True receiver, true long barrel, aligned grip, large magazine, reflex sight circle. Energy muzzle, and of course I changed the paint. I changed it to this diamond paint, which is pretty cool in its own right. 68 electrical damage, of course it takes cell. Now it is a pistol, so let's check our perk cards here. So under agility, we have Master Gunslinger, Gunslinger, Expert Gunslinger, maxed right out, of course, White Knight, Adrenaline. We have random luck cards. You guys see them kind of popping up when they're, pure luck of them working, you know what I mean? But you guys see them when they activate, usually on the left-hand side. We got Suppressor, Tank Killer, Crack Shot's a good one to have when you have pistols, Concentrated Fire. Of course, legendary perk cards, these are the same, these don't change for me. I'm pretty happy with them, they're all maxed out. Just like that. Nice. Alright, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr. Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confounded Bridge, Ghost, Primus, Korn, Van Niekerk, Ben Durant. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.